We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Washington football team. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A play fake, now Fields to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, they're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now a give right side. It's McGee. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And Ryan's thrown into the hands of Pitts here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
About 3 yards there to the 27. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run on 1st down. McGee, and he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense up.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kerryon Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Fields. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. These two teams all tied after one. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Justin Fields keeping it himself from a yard out. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Complete to Zacchaeus. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Ryan, a little pop pass, jet sweep. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
second down. It's McGee, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Ryan on first down. Now he's forced out right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Now Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here comes the end around as Ryan will just leave this for his wideout. Powering his way forward. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, McGee.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from the 1. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Fields. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A running play there. Going to get 10 and a quick first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan. He finds his man, complete. That's McGee. Now a timeout signaled for to go before halftime.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Going for the deep ball. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now Lewis selects to return it. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He gets it left side to Johnson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Ryan. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Gibson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Fields on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down throw. Fields got a man. It's Gibson, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Darren Waller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Once more, Gibson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Shreds the tackle, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give running right, Gibson. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Gibson again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Here's Gibson on the read option. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's McGee. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. On the ground with a tight end. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. On first down, it's McGee. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stops at the line of scrimmage. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath, and he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing again. Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Ryan to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And he will find the end zone again, so he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Brown has the first down and much more. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 12-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of